I hope you guys are very happy for their prosperous ending and saddened because the series concluded, but at very good notes. What a beautiful day to begin with. Thank you so much for being with us, and today I'm going to review or explain or whatever we are going to intake from this series, Hometown Cha Cha Cha. The first character for this series I really want to talk about is Raw Fish Restaurant. Yu is a very smart woman, and she knows that how to respect others by not coming out of that circle that you have drawn around you. And that's a circle of being a mother, wife, and Chang, no matter he's working at City Hall, but he knows that at the end of the day you will have the same child that belongs to you. And due to their decision, their child was going through a huge mental pressure, and that we really need to understand in our society also, that when we are dating and suddenly we make a decision, that after that decision it's not up to us, it's about others also, those who are associated with us. So they got married and they had a child, and the dialogue just happened, but it was unintentional, but that things messed up in their life. But she is a very wise woman and she knows how to handle all the situations. She has gone through different community problems, but she was not very quick to judge. She was always kind, helpful, and the most important thing is she is not into gossip. She really wanted to create a situation that will help others also. So that was the thing, that in all this village you could see that they were really trying to understand each other, instead of judging. So there, no matter there were different peoples in their society, but overall she has done her level best. And most important thing is also about the elementary school teacher also. Whatever your preferences is, whatever your past was, that was yours, but whatever my priority is, I respect it and you should respect me as well. So that was a very good intake from her, that we really need to understand that we have to respect others also, but also understanding what your priorities are. So at the end they were also happy because they chosen their priorities, and that was the thing. And children are very sensitive, they are just like a blank paper, and you have to understand what they are going through. So from childhood, that guy Jung, the kid, he was very kind, and that's how we should teach our kids also, to understand each other. So that's why he was always kind to Bora. So let's move to another family. Coffee by day and beer at night. So that was a good family, and you see that there is a single father who is doing his level best to take care of the daughter, and though she is growing up, so the whole community is helping them, and that was a very good thing. And sometimes it happens that you have done something very well in the past, but there are events in life that swayed you away from what you really wanted to do is, and you are just into a situation that you really need to understand where your priorities are. And this guy is also doing his level best running this coffee business, and but his passion was somewhere there. So at the end also you could see that he got a very good, and whatever he wished for, it came to an end. And another thing is also, the community is playing a very vital role, teaching that girl, what's her name, Ujuri, that no matter this world is full of materialistic things, you can understand a lot of things are happening in cosmetic industry and all these things. So she really wanted to go for implant, or the teeth, that she really wanted to fix it. But they said that it's important that you should teach child that you have to respect yourself, how you are born. And the important thing is that sometimes we let kids take things by themselves. So it's good to make them self-confident to do things at their own, but sometimes you have to understand that they are just small. And the third one is Bora supermarket, and you could see that woman is bearing another child also, and the husband is carefree, but he knows where his responsibilities are. Throughout this series you have seen love and different kind of emotions, also gossip and everything that they do in the community. It's part of the community and it happens, but at the end of the day the communities needs to join their hands together to do whatever they went to clean the village also, doing all the community work also. And especially when she was pregnant, although all the people were there and they were trying their best to help. So this is what we really need to understand, said that no matter whatever your partner is, you really need to understand that at the end of the day you have that person and you have to give importance to. So they were very good and happy, and you see that the child Bora, she was also around them, and they are good like a family. So let's move to the next. The woman at the Gongjin Chinese Korean market, that or restaurant that she has, she loves gossiping, but she has gone through so much that we really didn't know it until we found out that the whole community played their vital role to let her come out of that a stress that she was living in. So, but overall, she has a bad habit that she really loves gossiping, and she is just like a newscaster of that community. But overall, she was very good. She was keen to understand others also, and the most important thing is the people around her. They are the most important thing, and that they are not helping or supporting her whatever she is doing, but telling her that at least you have to control yourself or control your mouth. That can be like a wildfire. But overall, they are very kind to each other, and you could see at the end they are also happy. So let's move to the next family. The next one is elementary teacher. She came to the village back, and now there was a love triangle at that time. But that was a very important situation at that time for especially the lady from the restaurant to understand that what she has to do at this situation. She was always kind to that family, but overall she knew that what her preferences are, what she is, and how she has to understand that what she has done. And the city hall guy also, remember, now he has a family and he has a child also, so she has to step back and understand that now they are a family. So she didn't create that stress or chaos that normally we see in the relationships. So it was also a wise decision by her. So let's move to the another. The beautiful addition in this Gongjin village was the Grannies, and they have done a very tremendous job. And you could see that the whole series were a buffet of all those people from different walks of life. We have seen kids, newborns, and especially adults and senior, all these people and their mentalities. And you could see that how whatever these grannies have gone through, but they were very kind to all the youngsters and all the families in the community. And these last two episodes were full of tears, and you could understand that they really care about that person. And especially about the deceased one, that Gamri, that she died, and Kim Gamri, she died. And especially she always think that Chief Hong is just like a child, because her kids are always away, and that guy is taking care of sent his children to United States for studies. But he is the one who was playing a very key role during that time, taking care of her, being very around her. So sometimes in our life it happens that those people who are around us, they are our family, they are our kids, they are our loved ones. They are more stronger than all the people, those who are far away, no matter our blood relation or whatever we have with them. But these people are very kind, and you could see at the end of the day they were always together. They were sometimes rather rough, but they know that how they really need to understand the community. And that was a very good addition, and there are beautiful things that we really need to understand from them. Let's move to the next. Gongjin police. That guy is a mystery in that Gongjin, and finally it was unfolded why he was there and what was the reason that there are plenty of things that people were gossiping and they didn't found out. But overall, that guy was very kind and nice, and though he is a little bit reluctant that he really needs to take these steps, but at the end of the day, he knew that where his priorities are. So overall, you have seen all these people, they really know that during this battle of relations, love, gossip, and battle and everything, whatever they go through, at the end of the day, they have to stay in one community. And how to create a good community means you have to be the part of it by giving something fruitful. So how helpful you are for the community, and in which way you have to accept people also. So he was very good guy, very kind addition in this one. So let's move to the another one. Yon Dental Clinic, the assistant. That girl, from her life experience, we have to understand that sometimes it is very important for us to not leave our friends alone whenever they want to do any decision, because the doctor was interested in setting up her own clinic. So sometimes when our friends need us, so it's our utmost duty to be with them. No matter, sometimes it is okay if you lost a job, you can finally get a new job in the city, but sometimes your happiness lies somewhere far away from you, and that happened, and she was happy at the end. So let's move to the finally the last key characters, and especially from director G. And though his cousin died due to some incident or some situation that was there, but he is very kind, generous, and he is a very optimistic character here. Even he just consoled his own teammate who had a grudge on Chief Hong. And the most important thing is sometimes in a workspace, you really need to understand your uh, space, and especially about that colleague that she had feeling about him. So at the end, you could see that he was always kind and nice, and throughout this journey, and especially whatever he has done, being kind to her own friend, and especially the time when she was in school or college, and she had a bad relationship, he was standing there without expecting anything. Doesn't wanted to have his chance no matter whatever, but as a good human being, he was there to help her also. And after so many years also, still he was there and kind, and he has no grudge or anything. So he's a very good character that we really need to understand, that no matter whatever the situation is, sometimes you shouldn't be greedy about whatever you really expected, but let the things go in the flow, so that at least you will be happy with whatever you have. And in the end, he has a respect, and he has a good thing that all the people really love him for whatever he is. And the second last UN doctor, she was also having different problems from being a child born, and especially there was a father who had already married someone else also, and then there was a emptiness in her life. That's why she is like this. But you could see that once she and especially more important thing is also at workspace, she knows that how she should really protect her staff also. And overall, during some decisions that she really made once she was in Gongjin, she didn't want to step back, but she really wanted to be courageous and support Chief Hong, and didn't jump into conclusion or just judgmental, because she at the beginning she was really thinking like she really need to pass judgment and she has to step back from the relationship. But every person really needs a time to come up with something that they have gone through, and that was the biggest mystery in Gongjin, that why Chief Hong is not talking about what happened in the past. And in these last two episodes, everything was unfold, and the things and happen for the better. So if you have gone through all these problems and you will come out a victorious, all these people will embrace you. And the most important element was the community. They did accept her also, no matter whatever she was. But imagine, the good thing is that there is a cross-cultural experience that we really need to take with us, and especially the important thing is that once we step from one comfort zone to another comfort zone, or from one culture to another culture, it's very important for us to understand that we really need to understand the people around us, not expecting that all these people should understand me, that I am from here. So there was a good thing, and you should learn from it. Last but not the least, Chief Hong. If you are righteous and you have done something best, and the people blame you for those things, and you are right, nothing will happen with you. He has lost his job, everything was gone, he came back to this broken, and he was being accepted with all those people. And the beautiful thing at the end of the day is the community. How to build that sustainable good community, and how to be a good element of that society or the community is what you give it to them. He was definitely he was from a big university, he had a good job, he was a city guy, but he was very down to earth. So we really need to understand that if we really need plenty of good friends, we really need to be down to earth. And last not the least, hats off to all this community work and the team, crew, and everything. They give us a very emotional roller coaster ride, and throughout the movie or throughout the series, we have gone through different things, and especially the people as they flooded to that province to watch all the people. And this is one of the good things that they have been doing, and that's Hollywood. That's why they are doing this. So overall, thank you so much for bearing me. Have a great watch. Take care of loved ones and stay safe. And I'm going to rewatch the first series from where it was remake. And let's watch. Thank you so much for bearing me. Have a great watch. Take care of your loved ones. Stay safe. Keep smiling and always expect less, give more, hope less, and do more for all those people who you live with. And that's why you will be a greater part of that community. Thank you so much. Bye bye.